Well, thank you, Billy and Dusty and Frank. It is the Creative Canvas. It is 7 o'clock, and that means it is time for us to get started. I want to say welcome to the Creative Canvas. My name's Bardis. I'm a spray paint artist here in Austin, Texas, and I am super glad you're here tonight. Why am I so glad you're here? Because tonight is special. Because tonight, let me try that again. Because tonight, we're celebrating episode 40. I'm so excited. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to do a lot of cool stuff. And, you know, it's hard to believe we've been doing this for so long. 40 episodes. That to me is just an amazing feat. I'm pretty excited that you're here, that you guys can keep supporting me week after week, that we're doing this. And I want to say thank you for that, for each and every one of you that keeps doing that. For those of you that are brand new here, what are you in for? You're in for some really cool stuff. We're going to do some spray paint art. We're going to be here for about 2 hours, and we're going to get started. So, we got some cool stuff lined up for episode 40. So, let's just get after it. So, we're going to get started with a brand new painting that we've been doing. Sorry about that. I had to run over there and grab it. We've been doing these nebula paintings and cut out some new stencils for the nebula painting. So we're going to do a new one tonight. These were pretty popular last week, so I'm hoping they're just as popular this week. And we're going to get started with a different design than what we've had before. So this is what this guy's going to look like. And we're going to get started with that. And the way we do this is we take our little nebula stencil, we put it on our piece of paper, and we're going to put an outline on it. We're just going to put some black down, just to kind of see where the edge of that's going to be. And we're going to work from there. So that's what it's going to look like. We're going to start from here, and we're going to build this beautiful painting. So welcome in, buckle up, and let's get started. So we're going to start with this. We already got some red down, imagine that. And we're going to continue on with that and get some other colors down here as well. We're going to lighten that red up a little bit with a little bit of white, because we really want that to be in our background. And this first nebula is going to be very red. We're going to do lots of different red shades in here. And I really want to have some fun with this and kind of see where we go from here. All right. And we're going to add some texture to this by using a stencil that looks like clouds. And like I said, we want to do some red on this. And not only some red, we want to do some magenta as well. That magenta is a really good favorite color of mine. Alright, and we're going to come back and we're going to add just a little bit of white in there. Alright. And last but not least, I'm going to put a little bit of that Montana transparent. Alright. I'm going to put a nice shot of white in that middle. Okay. And then we're going to take our stencil. We're going to put it right back on top of that. And it doesn't have to fit perfect because we're going to darken all this up. Alright, and we're going to throw a little bit of weight on here to hold it down while we go and we darken the rest of this out by using some black spray paint. So, I want to say welcome to everybody that's been here before, especially a welcome to Kelly and to Lady Libra and to Jules Verne. Those are my moderators. They help out. If you got questions about who I am, what it is we're doing, what is this crazy stuff, yes, we're taking spray paint out of a can and creating artwork. And I know you look at it and you go, really? Artwork out of a spray paint can? Yep, we really are. So we're going to go dark here with our painting. Just going to get all that nice and black. Now we're going to add some stars. To add some stars, we're going to take some white paint We're going to flick that on our fingers, and we're just going to add those stars out there. It'll look something like that. And then we're going to pick up our stencil, maybe pick up our stencil. Let me get it up there. Yeah, there we go. Alright, that's what our stencil is going to look like. I know what you're thinking. Doesn't look like much, but we're not done. We got lots to do on this still. We're going to add some planets. We're going to soften this up a little bit. Let's just go ahead and do that softening now. We're going to add a little bit of white around those edges. And actually, I'm going to take it one step further. I'm going to put my stencil back down. Ooh, that thing is gooey. I'm telling you, gooey. Let's get our stencil back down on there. There we go. I'm going to put some white around it using our stencil there. And I'm going to put just a touch of orange in some spots. And we're going to put a touch of red. Oh, and a touch of a different color of red. There we go. Alright, now let's pick that up and see what that looks like. A little bit softer, a little bit cleaner. Alright, I love how we got that little spot there in the middle. We are going to come back and put our white spot right back in. There we go. Now, we're going to put some planets around this. And the way we do that is we're going to get this paper dry, and then we're going to put some planets in here. And we've got this little stencil, this little cutout piece of paper. We're going to use that to put some planets down here. This first planet we're going to put down, we're going to do something kind of fun. We're going to do something orange. And on top of that orange, we're going to put just a touch of green. We're going to put a shadow on this side. That's going to help give it a 3D effect. And we're going to put a little highlight on that edge. Oh, lost a little bit of paint, but that's alright. Just adds to that nebula. Alright, and then we're going to throw another planet up here in this corner. Oh, we might put one down there too. Let's pick this guy up here. On this corner, we're going to do my favorite planet, which is a dark green and a yellow. Some dark green. Little shot of yellow. Kind of mix that around a little bit. Once again, we're going to put some dark on the back. Some light up here on the front to give it that nice, again, it gives it that effect. Then we're going to put our last planet, we're going to put it right here on top of this nebula. That's going to give it a little bit of depth so that we can kind of see how deep this space painting is. And this guy is going to be white. And we're going to put a few little black spots on him. Let's see if we can bounce a few off my hand there. There we go. And once again, dark on this edge. Light over there. There you go. It gives it that depth by having that sit on top of that nebula. We get a little bit of depth in our planet painting. Now, to call it all done, we're going to take some clear coat. We're going to put it right on top of that painting. We're going to add a signature. I think we're going to add a signature. We're going to add a signature right down here in the corner. And look at that. In 9 minutes, 10 minutes, we have this really cool looking little space painting that we did just that fast. Now, if you've never been here before, or even if you have, and you would like to own this painting, you can have it for the low, low price of free. But when I say free, I really mean free because the painting is yours. You just need to pay for shipping. Shipping is about $7 these days through USPS. So if you're interested in this painting and you'd like to own it, all you gotta do is say, "Hey Bardist," say it right there in the chat. "Hey Bardist, I want that painting," and I'll get it shipped out to you pretty quick. And while you're contemplating that, I want to talk a little bit about, again, welcome to the 40th episode of Creative Canvas. We've been doing this probably about 25 weeks. There's been a couple weeks where we've missed a day or so, but been here pretty regular. I think we've done at least one show a week. So pretty excited to be here again for our 40th episode. And I hope that you are following me, and if you're not, please give me a follow. Bo Dordering, I see it says buy. Does that mean you want it? Is that what that means? If so, I'll write you down in the book. All right. Bo, it is all yours. Shoot me a DM with your shipping information so I can have that. And this is how you can pay the shipping. I take Venmo, I take Cash App, and I take PayPal. If you'd like to use Zelle, I also can take Zelle. We can work out how to make that happen for you as well. All right. You want to get a screenshot of that? I'll get that a little bit closer so you can see all those. And if you choose to use PayPal, please use PayPal Friends. All right. Fantastic, Bo. Thank you for that. All right. So, Bo, I'm going to take your painting. I'm going to go put it over there on the drying rack, and I'll be right back. All right. Fantastic. Thank you, Bo. I appreciate it. So, welcome, everybody. Welcome into the 40th episode of Creative Canvas. I'm super, super excited about being here. And I reached out to some friends of mine, and I said, hey, 40th show. We should do something special. What should we do? And my friends gave me all kinds of answers and advice and everything. And, somebody gave me some advice that said, you should really paint those paintings that you're good at, the ones that you really like to paint. And I said, yeah, I agree with you. I should, and I should paint that. So what I wanted to offer for the 40th show is that there are 3 paintings that I have right now in a gallery. This being one of them. This is Midnight Serenity. Probably my favorite painting to paint, one that I've painted for quite a while, one that I love and looks great. Then Cosmic Genesis, another fun painting that we do all the time. I love that. Thank you, Bo. Cosmic Genesis, fun painting. We do this one. And then another painting that I do that I really enjoy, that not everybody loves, but I do, and that's Crimson Wasteland. You go, yeah, we've seen these paintings. We know what they are. I mean, yeah, you've got them. We got them. But for this show, for the 40th show, what I wanted to offer you is Crimson Wasteland, Midnight Serenity, Cosmic Genesis, all 3 paintings for only $40. One of those on canvas, the other 2 on poster board. $40 complete. You can have 3 of my paintings, and you get to pick the one that's going to be on canvas. You get to pick the canvas, and then the other 2 are on poster board for $40. That includes shipping. 3 paintings. You get pretty much the Bardist collection right there for $40. I think it's a heck of a deal. If you're interested in that solution, just let me know. Tell me which one of these you want on canvas. I will put it on canvas, and I'll paint the other 2 for you. And I'll get them shipped out to you as quick as possible. So that's my offer for the 40th show is 3 paintings, 1 canvas, and 2 poster boards of my 3 most prolific paintings. Mystical Blue Eyes, you love the rainbow tree? Hang on, let me see. I think I got one of those hanging around. Do you mean this one? Mystical Blue Eyes? Yeah, this is a Singular Solitude. That's the name of this painting. And I do have a couple of these. I think I have 3 of them. They need to be completed. They don't have the base put into them yet. But yes, if you're interested in one of those, we could definitely make you a great deal on one of those tonight. All right. So, again, looks like there's a couple hundred of us in here. Thank you for being here. We're going to continue on with the show, and we're going to get started. We're going to create a canvas because what we do here on the Creative Canvas is our second painting. Our first painting is always a space painting. And we do that so that people can get an understanding of what it is we do, what the painting looks like. But of course we do more than just space here. You know, we do some landscapes and we do some other things as well. And then our second painting is always a canvas because somewhere along in that 40 shows I realized that I had a show called The Creative Canvas, but I wasn't painting on canvas. So now we always paint our second one on canvas. So let's get our canvas prepared, and I apologize, I just did not get it ready before the show. So we'll get it done. And to do it, we just need to get it prepped. And what does that mean? We need to get it primed and get the edges done, and then we're going to create a painting on this piece of canvas. It's an 11 by 14 canvas. 11 by 14 is the size that I paint most on, but I do paint other sizes, and I do paint custom sizes. Largest painting I've ever done was 22 by 28, and I paint mostly on canvas on 11 by 14. I also have some 11 by 17s that I do. And again, tonight, if there's something that you're interested in, let's paint it during the show. Let's create a custom painting for you while you're here. And then I can also put together a video for you of your painting being done for the show and get that sent to you as well, so that you have that. A galaxy with lights like northern lights. I think we could probably do that. Oh, Bo, I will paint those for you. You just tell me which one you want on canvas, and I will get those painted for you. So, which one are you going to want on canvas? And I can show you all 3 again if you're interested. Hey, Wacky Little Z. Cain Espinosa, the first one. You mean Cosmic Genesis. You want this one on canvas? Thank you for the gifts, Wacky Little Z. I do appreciate it. Alright. Bo, what color planets do you want? You can have any color, or I'll choose whichever you want, but you tell me which ones and I'll paint them. So I will create those 3 paintings for you and have those sent out. Just taking some notes here. Alright, you got it. Perfect. Well, and since you want a Cosmic Genesis and you want it on canvas, and we have a canvas right here, what do you say we paint it right now? That kind of sounds like a good deal to me. I was going to do a different painting, but I'd rather paint yours right now, if that works for you. I saw that, thank you. I saw that you became a subscriber. Thank you for that, Hippie Chick. And I was super excited because you were my 10th subscriber, which is a milestone in the TikTok world. You know, every subscriber is important to me and I appreciate it, so thank you. Mistina, thank you for the follow. Thank you so much. All right. So, Bo, we're going to paint your Cosmic Genesis here. Just getting the paper ready for our design. Is everybody having a great week, I hope? Thank you for that. I appreciate it. All right. Cosmic Genesis. What a great painting. It's so much fun to create. I also think it's just a beautiful painting, the way it comes out. It was one of my earlier paintings that I started doing. I've had pretty good success with it. Alright. So the way we build Cosmic Genesis is we're going to start with a fire background. So we're going to do that by using some orange and some red and some yellow. There's our orange. There is our red, and here comes our yellow. Alright, so we're going to get that, we're going to let it dry. Hey Michael, I've been painting almost 3 years now. Yeah, there you go, thanks Kelly. And Michael, I'm celebrating a milestone. I just got my very first, my first group of art into a commission gallery. So I'm celebrating that. Pretty excited about that. I think it's a special moment for any artist when they actually get something in a gallery. So I was pretty excited. That happened for me about 2 weeks ago. So yeah. All right. So Bo, we're gonna get some black on here. We're going to get this pretty good and dark. And it doesn't have to be perfectly black, but we want to get a good covering there, right? And then we've got this piece of paper, which has what I call a dragon eye on it, and you'll see what that looks like here as soon as we pull it up. We're going to make sure this paint is pretty good and wet. So we're just using a little bit of clear coat to make sure our paint is wet, because when we lay this dragon eye down, we want it to pick up some of that black paint. We'll let that dry for just a moment. We got our dragon eye here. And we're going to pop that right down there in about the middle. So that's the background for our Cosmic Genesis. And now we're going to come in and we're going to put those expanding rays of light that come out of this. And the way I do it is I like to take a straight edge and I like to spray some white and some yellow coming into the center there. So I always start with my white paint first. I'm going to come across that page. And we're going to get those tips out there to be good and yellow. Okay? We come across the other side. I'm going to flip this around, make my life easier. All right. We come across the center here. And then right down the middle. All right. So now that's where all the rays from this explosion that we're creating are going to happen. And we're going to give this a center spot. So we're going to put some white down in the middle, and then we're going to give it a nice overspray of yellow. All right. Okay, there we go. Well, it looks like I can use a little bit more yellow. All right, I love it. Now we're going to put some stars in here. And I'm going to do two kinds of stars. We're going to do some smaller stars, and I do that by using a toothbrush. And I'm going to take some white spray paint, spray it on this toothbrush. And we're just going to flick some stars on this paint. All right. And then we're going to put some chunky stars. To do chunky stars, I'm going to spray some paint on my finger here. And we're just going to flick some stars on that painting. Try to get it from a bunch of different angles there. All right. Now, this is a star that is exploding, right? It's a brand new star and it's kind of growing. So we're going to have some debris, and that debris is going to look like rocks. So that rock is going to be some black stars, right? So we're just going to take and do the same thing we did with our white stars. We're just going to flick some black stars out there. We want to get some in the middle there, because again, that's where the explosion's coming from. All right, perfect. Now, not only do we have that little bit of dust out there, we're going to have some big old rocks that come out of this as well. Meteors, right? We're going to do that by just spraying some black paint on here. We're going to do something fun. We're going to do some finger painting. We're going to put a little bit of dot of paint on our finger. We're just going to put those down there all over this painting. Okay? Now, the reason that God gave us 5 fingers so we can have different size asteroids. So we're going to have some bigger ones out there. Have those all over the place. And last but not least, I like to have some pretty good sized ones, so I usually try to use my finger and just kind of put some bigger stars, bigger pieces of asteroids out there, some bigger chunks of rock. All right. So those are going to be our asteroids. Now, they look kind of flat because they're kind of flat. So let's clean those up a little bit. And to do that, we're going to spray a little bit of clear coat on there. And we're going to take our palette knife, and we're going to come in here, we're going to add some texture to each one of these. And all we're going to do is we're just going to scrape some paint off the outside of that rock, right there towards that light source, and give that rock just a little bit of texture. And each rock looks different, so each rock's got a little bit different texture to it. Right, and we're going to put texture on each one of these little tiny rocks. all the way around our painting. And again, this gives our painting some depth, because now you look like you have these rocks that are flying out of the middle of this exploding star. And then when we get done, the nice thing about it is by having those rocks with those depth on there, it actually gives this painting a fair amount of movement. Because it really does give you that 3D effect. So it looks like these rocks are coming out and they're going to hit you. Which is what you're looking for, is that movement of that painting. And I think it's one of the features that makes this painting just so much fun to look at it, because it just looks like it's alive. Alright, so there you go. There is our exploding star. You know, I'm looking at this and I need something in here. I need another planet of some sort in there. So I'm going to throw one in there. Just going to dab one right there. I just feel like it needs to be there, so we put it there. Yes. Alright. So, there's our exploding star. Can you see how those rocks are now coming out at you, and you can see that movement? That's what I love about this painting. Bo, I hope you're liking your painting. It's coming out nice. Thank you. Now we're going to get this top over here and this bottom. We're going to put one here, I think. All right. So we're going to put a planet right there in the middle. Yeah, there's a rock there. We're going to go over it. That's okay. And we're going to put a pretty good sized planet down here. Now, Bo, I know you said it's my choice on color, but if you got a color choice, I want to hear it, because if you want me to do it, I've already got something in mind that I'm going to do here. One of my favorite colors, a color that I got from my friend Hippie Chick here. But if you got a color choice that you want to see here, just now's the time to speak up, and let's get what you want. All right. So we're going to do here, we're going to do a magenta. All right. Sorry, just grabbing that can real quick. All right. And on top of that, what really just looks amazing is this fluorescent orange. I don't know why, it just has this really cool glow about it. Alright, now our light source is here on this edge, so we're going to need to put some white over here. And we need to put some black on this edge over here because that's where our shadow is going to be. All right. Perfect. It just comes out so nice. Look at, you can see that light shining off of there. Up here in this corner at the top, we're going to do something blue, something in that blue realm. And I think we're going to go just a little bit smaller. All right, let's do a little bit of tanny blue. Oh, and I just feel like I gotta. All right, liking that blue with that little bit of white dusting over it. And of course, I picked up my template before I put my highlight and my shadow in there because I was excited, to be quite honest with you. So let's go back and put our shadow over there. And put our highlight on this edge. Ah, I don't know about you, but I think that came out beautiful. Now, those planets look a little bit flat. Why do they look flat? Well, one, they don't have any dust on them because we need to add some dust to those. And we're just going to spray some black paint. And we're just going to put a little bit of dust on each one. And I like to change my orientation so that when my dust comes, it comes from the area where the explosion was. So that's why I flipped that upside down. All right, there's our dust. Now, this one has a asteroid going behind it. I want to put an asteroid on the beginning, on the front edge of this. So we're just going to take it, we're just going to put a little bit of black out there. Build that little asteroid. We're going to come back in like we always do. Highlight that as a rock. And now I've given it just a little bit more depth because I've got a little asteroid in front and one behind. All right. And my friends, that is Bo's copy of Cosmic Genesis. A fun, beautiful painting. It's got a lot of movement, lots of colors, lots going on here, lots to keep your eye entertained. I think it's beautiful. Bo, I hope you think so as well. Woo. Put a little signature on there. There you go. Bo, I owe you 2 more paintings. I'll get those painted offline and get those to you. Get you a beautiful copy of Crimson Wasteland and a beautiful copy of Midnight Serenity. Both of those be coming your way. So, let me take this guy, throw it over there on the drying rack, and let's come back and let's talk a little bit. And I think I had something we wanted to do, a nebula with some northern lights. Is that what I saw? Hang on just a second. Let me put this up. Real quick, if you've never been here before, welcome. You're at the Creative Canvas. Episode 40. We're having a celebration. I'm the Bardist. I'm a spray paint artist here in Austin, Texas. All right. So, what I think I saw somebody wanted to see was a nebula painting with some northern lights. I think we're going to put our nebula up near the top. We're going to put our Northern Lights right below it, kind of easing into it. And then we're going to do something fun down here at the bottom that we did last week. Sound like a plan? Hope so. All right. Let's get that outlined first, and then let's build our nebula. And to build this one, we're going to do something really fun. This week, you may or may not saw, I just put a video out there. It was a good day here at the studio because we got paint mail. And what is paint mail? It's when you get a box of paint from your supplier, and I got a box. Actually, I got 2 boxes yesterday, and I got another box coming from a different supplier. But look at these beautiful fluorescents that we got. Are you digging those or what? Aren't they just gorgeous? So, we're going to use these to generate our nebula here. So let me get my spinner up, because I did not spin these beforehand. Hey Doug Nearham, welcome in. Alright. And these fluorescents are from Montana. It's part of their Montana 94 collection. Getting spun up there. Now I'm going to put a kind of a light cream down as our base inside of our nebula. Something for these colors to bounce off of a little bit. All right. Get that dry. A little bit of black in here, just kind of some darkness. Alright, I think that's good. Now let's get into these fluorescents. I'm so excited to get them a shot. I knew that I ordered them, obviously, and so I was pretty excited that they were on their way and they got here. So let's try some of these and see what they're going to come and look like on here. Alright. Okay. And orange and green, those stripes are really pretty. I'm liking those. I think right under this green, I want to have this little bit of fluorescent yellow. I want that to be near the green. Oh, it does highlight it pretty well. Okay. Last but not least, we're going to get this pink in there. Super stoked about this pink. I think it's just going to be I think it's going to be the color that's just going to make everything pop. And I was right. And in fact does just make it, just really does make it pop. All right. I'm happy with that. I'm pretty good with it. All right, that blue just worked really well for me. Am I pushing my luck if I go with a little bit of purple? I mean, you can never can go wrong with purple, right? I mean, you can't. All right, we're gonna leave it there. Oh, that is just beautiful. Those colors did not disappoint. I don't know about you, but that's exactly my thought. Is those fluorescents did not disappoint at all. All right, let's throw some heat on there. I was on time, Billy. I'm a 7 o'clock guy every Wednesday and Sunday. But Billy, let's be clear. You're a new father with a young child. You're on time, buddy. I mean, without a doubt. Because you got to get sleep when you can. All right, let's go dark. I know this sounds terrible, but when you're using a really high quality paint like Montana, and then you come back and you use your very, very cheap, inexpensive paint, the difference in how these smell is just amazing. The expensive paint smells fantastic. The cheap paint just makes you want to choke. All right. Let's get that dry, and then we're going to come back and work on some Northern Lights. And before we put our Northern Lights, we're going to get our stars put in here. You want to hear something amazing? this toothbrush and I have been together since episode 1. I'm still amazed that I haven't had to replace these toothbrushes. But then again, they sit in acetone most of their life too. So maybe that's what I'm more amazed that they've actually survived this long in acetone. But and this is not your mother or your daughter or your wife's nail polish acetone. This is full-blown 5-gallon acetone, you know, with all the warning labels and everything else on it. It is the stuff that'll eat the bottom out of plastic cups and you know, it'll wake you up if you're standing too close when you open the can. All right, are you ready to see this nebula? Because I am. I mean, do you really want to see it? I mean, I don't have to show it to you if you don't want to see it. I mean, if you're not interested, I don't have to show it. We can do it later if you're not interested. I mean, if you're interested, you know, just tap that screen and toss a few likes out there. Oh, yes, you know what I'm talking about. You want to do it later? We can pull it off later if you want, Callie. I mean, you want to see it. Alright, we'll do it then. If you want to see it, we'll do it. Alright. Came out pretty cool. Alright, I want to do one more thing to it. Now that I've seen it. Okay. So that's what it looks like. Now we're going to get some northern lights, and so we're going to let those flow in through here, and then we're going to pull them up into that nebula so they're on top of it. Don't move. Stay there for a second. Oh, wrong one. Oh, do I still have it? Maybe I don't. Sure I do. Hang on one second. Sorry, I apologize. Alright, I don't have it. I was going to do something weird, but we're going to leave it alone. Alright, so, Northern Lights. Oh, stencils everywhere. Thank you. Alright, go back up there. Oh, wait a minute. Did I just find it? Did not. Alright. So, Northern Lights. We're going to put some Northern Lights right in here. Something about like that. That looks good. Sorry, don't know what happened there. Let's go. Pardon me while I get the music going again. Sometimes SiriusXM just decides it doesn't want to work any longer, and you got to go help it out. So let's go give it a shot here. All right. So Northern Lights. So we're going to put some Northern Lights that come right across about the middle here, and I'm thinking we're going to do that in that green with a little bit of that yellow around it. Okay, so we're just going to kind of let them come across the page right about there. There's the green, and we put a little yellow right below it. Okay. And to make those Northern Lights, we're going to put a little bit of clear coat on there. Let that soak in for a second. And all we're going to do is we're just going to come from below and pull that up. Not really getting those Northern Lights that I was really... Oh, there they come in now. There they go. Just when you give up on them is when they start to work. Not really as great as I would like, but they're kind of there. I'm going to put a shot of yellow down that center. Not super stoked about them, to be quite honest with you. But you can kind of see the pool. They're not excellent, but they're okay. All right, and then I said I was going to do something special. Let's get that dry. So since I'm not super happy about the Northern Lights, I'm going to play with that nebula a little bit. I want to give it a little bit different. I want to give it some more texture. So, because at this point I don't feel like I can harm this painting anymore. I can probably screw it up, but I think we'll be okay. So, I'm going to come back into that. Go up there. Well, I think that gives a little more depth. What do you think? Having that little bit of darkness in there? I'm liking that. I think it gives a little bit more depth. What do you think? Alright. Northern Lights are okay. They're not fantastic. They've got a nice glow to them, though. I don't know that they go well with the nebula, to be quite honest with you. I'm not sure. What do you think? We're at 59,000 already? That's amazing. That's crazy. I think we can do the 100,000. I think we can get there, to be quite honest with you. And I don't recall who it was that wanted to see the Northern Lights, but I'd like to hear your take on it. What do you think? Yeah, I don't think they go well. I think they look fine without it. We could do, you know, that tree picture with the Northern Lights. I think we could do that. I like the little guy standing there. It's kind of cool, but yeah, I don't think they go with the nebula at all. But you know what? You don't know until you try. And that's what I like about giving it a shot. Because, you know, it's just a piece of paper. That's all it is. And even if it was a canvas, you can always paint over a canvas. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I think if we did the Northern Lights with the tree outlined, I think that would look pretty good. You want to do that? You want to give that a shot? Alright. Let me take this and put it over there on the drying rack or the throwaway rack. I'm not sure what we're going to do with it. You know what's going to happen. It's going to end up in somebody's box. Somebody's going to get painting, and they're going to get this, and they go, wow, that's interesting. But, you know, you didn't pay for it. It's just going to show up. Hang on one second. All right. Again, I don't know where you came in at, so I just want to, again, say, hey, welcome to the Creative Canvas, episode 40. I'm super excited to say that we've done 40 episodes of this. And I really want to appreciate all of you that have been here for every one of those 40 shows, or been here for the vast majority of them. I feel like I have grown a whole lot of friends in the time that I've been doing this. And I want to include each and every one of you in that thought of being my friend. So thank you for that. As a gift for the 40th show, what I'm offering is a special package. There are paintings that I do on a pretty regular basis. And so those paintings are Midnight Serenity, Cosmic Genesis, and Crimson Wasteland. All three of these paintings right now are, I have these for sale in a commission gallery here in Austin, and I'm pretty excited about that. What I'm offering tonight is all three of these paintings, one of them on an 11 by 14 canvas. Here, let me turn that one right side up. One of these on 11 by 14 canvas, the other two on poster board for $40. That includes shipping, packaging, and best wishes from me, and probably that last painting that I just did as well. If you're interested in three of my paintings, one of them being on a canvas and the other two being on poster board, all you need to do is let me know which one you want on canvas, and I will put that package together and get that sent out to you. So if you are interested in having three of my fairly signature paintings, and I hate to use that word signature paintings, but if you're interested in that package, just let me know. I do think it's a heck of a deal, to be quite honest with you. Each one of those today in the gallery on a canvas right now is for sale for $65. So you're getting a canvas that sells in the commission in the gallery for $65, plus two more for only $45. So if you're interested, please just reach out to me, let me know. It's my celebration for the 40th episode of this show, and I just want to lay that out there. Sorry I keep pitching it to you, but I know folks are coming in and going, and I just want to make sure everybody understands that I think that's a heck of an opportunity, and not just because I'm selling it, but because I'm selling it. So, all right, we're going to do that last painting with the Northern Lights, but instead of doing the nebulous that we did on there, we're going to put our Northern Lights here kind of in the middle, and we're going to put our trees on front of it. We're going to try a little bit something different on the Northern Lights this time. So, to get started, we're going to get our black background with our stars, and we're gonna throw a planet up there because I don't know, because I feel like we need to throw a planet up there. So while I'm getting up here, Hippie Chick, are you still there, my friend? Hey, Hippie Chick, your job on this painting is we're going to put a planet on here, and you're going to tell me what colors planet to put on there. Fair deal? We're just going to throw a little planet up there in that corner. My can's getting low. All right. There is our black background. Let's get our stars. All right. Beautiful night sky. Blue, pink, and purple. All right. Blue, pink, and purple it is. Blue, pink, and I got this can of purple that I've just been trying to kill. Oh, that's not purple, that's black. What is that doing over there? I don't know what that's doing over there. Interesting. I have no idea why that can of black was over there. Purple, purple, purple. Where'd you go? I had a can of purple. Did I kill that can of purple? That's nice. Wow. I'm thinking I finally used up that terrible can of Rust-Oleum purple. I'm so proud of myself. All right, so let's put some purple in here. Blue, pink, and purple. Probably not in the manner in which you thought, but it came out cute. I think. I'd live there. All right. So, we got our planet, we got our sky. Now we need our northern lights. Everybody give Hippie Chick a hand for her color combination. I think she chose some great colors. You didn't? Those weren't yours? I'm sorry, did I miss it? Oh my God, I'm terrible. What were your colors? I did a terrible job. Now I feel terrible. What were your colors? Neon pink and yellow. Oh, those would have come out great too. Ooh. We're going to get a neon pink and yellow planet in here before the night's over because I like that. I like the thought of that. All right. So, we're going to get some northern lights in here. We're going to do that green and that yellow again. And we're going to see if we can make these move a little bit better than the last time. All right. What do you think, better? This goes to show with enough clear coat you can do just about anything. Alright. Need to do a little repair right there. Thoughts? That's going to take a moment to dry. There's a lot of clear coat there. Hey, Carrie Lynn, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. If you're just showing up, welcome to the Creative Canvas, episode 40. My name's Bardis. I'm a spray paint artist here in Austin, Texas, and we're creating beautiful spray paint art here tonight. All right. Just so you know, makeup brush. Makeup brush. Yes, makeup brush. Just so you know. I start at 7 p.m. Central on Sundays and Wednesday nights. And if you give me a follow and turn on notifications, you'll get a note from me. I usually post an event notification for my shows. So if you give me a follow, you'll get that notification, and then you can register. You don't have to register. If you want to register, you can register for that. And then you'll get the notification when that event is posted, and then you can add it to your calendar. And if you choose to register for that, you don't have to register. It just it's an easy way to add it to your calendar, and you'll get a notification like, hey, don't forget to go watch that guy sniff all that spray paint. I mean, watch that guy spray paint. All right. Now, trees and man? Yes, no? Trees and man or no man? You know, it was amazing. I got a phone call today, and it's just so nice of them. I got this really great phone call from my bank, and you know, I haven't got one in a while, but I always love it when they call and they tell you, you know, and they're just so kind to you because they call you and they go, you have an outstanding balance, and I just look at them and go, thanks, I appreciate that. I mean, I think I do okay, but when they call and tell you, it's just a nice thing to hear, you know, when your bank calls and tells you you have an outstanding balance. You know what I mean? Sorry about that. It was somebody asked for dad jokes, and that was the one you got today. All right. Oh, wait a minute. I got Just Like It Is, and I got one No Man, but we're going with the man. Okay, all right. Okay. Oh, I thought I dried that pretty well, but there was so much clear coat on there. That's not going to come off pretty. It's not going to come off at all. Oh no. I thought I dried that clear coat really well, but nope. 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 Might be able to fix it. We'll see. It's that's the problem when you use that much clear coat. You just don't have enough time to let it dry, but that's a bummer because it was really probably one of the best Northern Lights that I had done. We can maybe, but it is kind of a lost cause there. It's not. Yeah, I mean it fairly ruined it from the stick there. It's a bummer. It came out pretty nice too, I thought. Ah, look at you. Jules has a great answer there. Let's do that. Thank you. I have got the best moderators in the world. Oh, that was just it's the perfect answer. I don't know if it draws your attention away from it or more or not, but yeah, it came out all right, I think. Oh. That's a shame. It's probably, I think it's one of my better Northern Lights paintings because I just don't do them often. They're just not my favorite thing to do. But yeah, that star covered it up pretty nice. Oh my goodness, that was hilarious. Thank you, Bruno. It did get screwed up from that template being on top of it, but it does look okay. I mean, it's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but yeah. Oh. Oh my goodness. Let me take this guy, throw it over there on the stack, and then let's come back and let's do something fun. Hang on just a second. Let me remind you, your Creative Canvas, episode 40. I'm the Bardist. So with the exclusion of our Cosmic Genesis, I don't really think that we've had a painting yet that I'm just overly excited about. So let's get a painting down that we're excited about. Let's see. I got this something I want to try, so let's give this one a shot. Let's give this a shot. Let's see how this one comes out. There's something wrong with that can. Oh, this is that can of blue that's been giving me trouble for the last couple of shows. It's just, I've changed out that lid a couple of times, that cap, and it's still just crazy. All right. We're going to come in behind this and do some lighter blue down in here. All right, Hippie Chick, remind me again. I saw somebody ask for specific music. I don't have control of it. I just listen to Sirius XM. And it's whatever they're playing. I apologize. It's just whatever they got. Hippie Chick, what were our colors again? All right. Neon pink and yellow. Yellow, yellow as in fluorescent yellow, or yellow, yellow as in yellow, yellow? Fluorescent, you got it. All right, do you want the planet to be yellow or pink? And the dots to be, which is which? The basic color of the planet is which? The planet is pink, the dots are yellow. Love it. Oh, that is a perfect splash. Don't even touch it. Just leave it. That just came out. I don't know how I got that. So lucky. It just. Oh my. That has a lot of. It doesn't have a lot of yellow, but the yellow it has is perfect. I like it. I'm gonna do that again. Hippie Chick always gives me such great planet colors. It just, I don't know what it is. She just has this eye for it. So, all right. So got what we're going for here. Now let's put this guy back on here. Yes, it's a nonsensical painting of a tree on the moon. Yes, it is nonsensical, but it's okay. It's supposed to be nonsensical. Now, because we have this nonsensical tree on top of the moon, out in outer space, what color should we make the leaves on it? Now, recognize we got this really pretty pink over here, so I want to stay away from the cherry blossom. But if cherry blossom is what the crew wants, then we'll do cherry blossom. But what are your thoughts on a color here? Red, I got yellow, I got yellow. Usually we do a two-color thing, but we can do a single color. Orange and yellow. Green and yellow. Alright, we got to come up with a color. I'm liking the green and yellow. I'm liking blue and purple, or just a purple and a white, or blue and a white. Although I got that blue and that purple background. The yellow and the orange looks like candy corn, so just so you think about that. I got a couple green and yellows. I think I'm going to go the green and yellow. Again, the yellow and orange just looks too candy cornish. Let's do green and yellow. Let's go that route. See what we get. I like it. What do you think? I'm digging the moon. I think the moon came out great. Again, it's very nonsensical, but it's fun, without a doubt. Oh, that hurt my feelings right there. But that is repairable without a doubt. Oh, that's what I get for putting my spray paint can in the wrong place. All right, let's dry that. Let's fix that, and let's go ahead. Because again, this was the painting I thought was the best one of the night. Oh, that just hurts my feelings. I am so glad to hear that, Ken. It really does make me happy that my painting brings you joy. It really is, it's a nice feeling as an artist that you have that impact on somebody. All right, pink. And there's no way I will get that yellow splash that I had on there that I loved so much, but we'll try. Well, maybe it's even better. I'm going to say it's better. All right. I know I don't need to put the white over here, but I'm going to. All right. Okay. Now let's go back and let's dry it and put our tree back together. I'm almost out of sponge. I got to do something about that. I mean, I don't think there's a paint session where I don't use sponge. Let's see. Let's see what's underneath here. Ah, look at that. We're in good shape. More sponge. All right. Put that up there. Let's get our green and our yellow again, and let's go fix our tree. All right. I think we're back. And it looks better than ever. This time, let's actually spray some clear coat on there. That is such a rookie mistake. Grabbing the wrong can of paint. And look, I even marked my clear coat with a piece of tape so that I always know that I can feel it and everything. But yeah, I was excited. It was the best painting that we had done tonight, so I was so happy. And all right, let's throw a signature on there. All right, I like this. What do you guys think of it? Are we almost at 75,000? I'm showing we're almost at 76,000 is what I'm seeing here. So thank you. Oh, this came out fun. It is beautiful. I can hardly wait to throw this in there and see what our AI tool thinks of it, what kind of name it gives it. This will be our feature painting of the week. We'll put a video out there about it and everything. All right. Guys, we got 12 minutes. Let's do a very fast spray paint space painting in these last 12 minutes. Let's just knock something out really quick. And again, if I know there's only 53 of us in here, just really quick. For those that may not have heard earlier, this is episode 40. And as part of episode 40, I wanted to offer something special to everyone. These are paintings that I do on a regular basis. Sorry, I pulled that one. This is called Midnight Serenity. I think if you've been here, you've seen this. This is called Cosmic Genesis. And this is called Crimson Wasteland. And so for the 40th episode of Creative Canvas, you can have all three of these paintings. One of them on an 11 by 14 canvas, the other two on 11 by 14 poster board for the price of $40. One canvas, two poster board, all 11 by 14, $40. That includes shipping and everything. If you're interested, just drop me a DM. Tell me which one you want on canvas, and then I'll create all three paintings for you this weekend and get them out early next week. I just wanted to offer something to the folks here during the show. And let everybody know that I appreciate you being here. And I'm truly excited that we've done this 40 times, and I'm looking to the next 40, to be quite honest with you. I don't see us stopping anytime soon. We still pull in a good crowd every week. You know, so as a matter of fact, last Sunday night, we had 12,000 viewers come through the room. So I'm still excited about what we do. I'm excited to have you here. I'm excited to have this community. So we're going to continue doing this until nobody shows up. And then, you know, we'll do something else. So if you're interested in any of those, if you're interested in that $40 deal, like I said, just send me a DM. We did sell one tonight. So if you're interested in one, just let me know. All right. We're going to finish the show by doing a very quick, it doesn't have to be quick, but we're going to do a space painting, and we're going to kind of do it together. And so so let's talk about it. Let's do this together. How many planets? The first, so one between 1 and 4, and the first number that comes up 3 times is the number of planets we're going to do. So, how many planets? I got 3, I got 3, I got 3. 3's the number. All right, let's mark them. These two must be fluorescent. This must not be fluorescent. What color fluorescent is this guy? The one here on the top right. Top right, which color fluorescent? Pink. Pink. Yellow. I got 2 pinks and a yellow. I got a green. 2 pinks, a yellow, and a green. Looking for the third. 2 yellows, 2 pinks, and a green. 2 greens, 2 yellows, 2 pinks. I think we got 3 greens is where we're at. All right. Okay, that's our green planet. It's got a little black on it, but it's still green. This guy over here can be another fluorescent, but can't be green, so it can be pink, yellow, or orange. Pink, yellow, or orange. Yellow. Yellow. Pink. Yellow, yellow it is. Yellow comes up 3 in a row. I'm sorry, but I'm going to throw some pink dots on it. Okay. Those are our 2 fluorescents. Get those dry. All right, this guy here in the middle can be any regular color except pink, except yellow or green. Oh, actually, I'm going to change that. We're going to do this with a special color. Sorry, I apologize. I feel like I cheated you out of this choice, so I apologize for that. I know it said it could be yellow, but it has to be yellow to be this. Sorry, I needed it to be a fire plant. Hey guys, I just want to remind you, it is Wednesday, and what does that mean? It means you've made it halfway. You can easily make it the rest of this week. You're on the downhill slide. It's not Monday. I mean, really all you can do is make it through tomorrow, because you can fake Friday, right? I mean, so that's all you got to do is make it through tomorrow and just fake Friday. You're good to go. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. You're there, basically. I mean, you can make it. I got faith in you. Yes, I do make this up as I go along. There's no doubt about it. If you think any of this is pre-planned, you're completely wrong. This is winging it at its finest. All right. Comments? Thoughts? It just happened. It really just kind of occurred, as it were. What do you think? You like it? Where would we put the stars at there, Tony? Sandy, thank you for the rose. I appreciate it. I like how I just keep pulling that paint up, and that's okay. It's fine with that. It's interesting. It's again, I don't see this as being a commercially viable painting, but you know, it's a bonus painting that somebody will get, and they'll be like, "Oh, curious. Don't know what it means." I don't know what those things are. If they're, I don't know what they're for, but it just struck me that I needed them there. I have no idea what they're for, but there they are. All right. Let's do our wrap up of everything we did tonight. Let me go grab everything, and we'll do our wrap up here. Let me get there it is. And let me get everything together. All right, hang on just a second. And let me get everything. We'll do our real quick wrap up. Well, not do it quick, but just do our wrap up. Just got to find all of our paintings. All right. All right. So, again, let me say thank you for showing up at the 40th episode of the Creative Canvas. I really do appreciate you being here tonight and supporting me and my art. I think we had a great time. So we started the night off with our little nebula that we've been playing with. This is a different one, but I like the depth, and the colors here really do like how we put that little white on the top of that to give it some depth on that painting. From there, we did another nebula, and we wanted to play with some northern lights. And I didn't really think the nebula and the northern lights really went well together, and I don't think anybody did, but it was a good exercise to kind of look at it and see what we get. From there, we did do a different northern lights painting that came out pretty well. Had a few problems with, our templates pulling some paint up, but we solved those problems with a little bit of cover-up, and I do think this one's kind of cute. It's not perfect, but it's definitely fun. We also did a canvas painting tonight as part of our $40 celebration. 3 paintings for $40, and this was a Cosmic Genesis that we did for Bo Daugherty, and we're going to get his other 2 paintings together. But this one I think came out beautiful. It's a fun painting to do. It's got a lot of movement. I like how that depth is in there. I really like that. And then we ended up our night with just a fun little another space painting. Something just kind of creative. We threw some colors out there as a community and came up with this. It's kind of fun. Again, I don't think it has a great commercial value, but this will be a special gift that somebody will get when they make their purchase. So again, I wanted to say thank you to everybody for being here and making this 40th episode something special for me. Hopefully it was special for you as well. Don't forget to be here again on Sunday night at 7 p.m. when we do our next episode, episode 41 of the Creative Canvas. Again, my name is Bardis. I'm a spray paint artist here in Austin, Texas, and I appreciate your time, your attendance, and more than anything, I appreciate your support. Have a great night. Make it through the rest of this week and come back Sunday night and we'll have a good time. Y'all have a great evening.